Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. TGIT. Thank God it's Thursday because we're almost to the weekend. As if the weekend's going to be any fun for a huge majority of us because we have a huge storm coming through. I'm changing the name of January to Januber because it's cold. It is cold out. And in Oklahoma, when we start hearing about white stuff, people freak out and it's going to be bad. Hello, Sister Karen. How are you? There's new Mama Prayer Garden. How are you feeling, love? I heard you on your show Sunday night. I want to see a pic. I want to see some baby toes. I love baby toes. Speaking of, I love the stuff that you guys send me. I love the stuff you send me. This morning, Connie sent this to me. All right, you guys are going to shit your pants. Look at this. This is a good way to start the show.
Good morning, you spicy little fuck nugget. Daily fucking reminder. Today is the perfect fucking day to be who you were always meant to be. Kick ass, look fabulous, and just fucking be awesome. Keep it classy with a side of fucking sassy. Oh, and one more thing. Your butt looks fucking fantastic today. Keep spreading the fuckery. Good morning, you spicy little fuck nugget. Daily fucking reminder. Today is the perfect fucking day to be who you were always meant to be. Kick ass, look fabulous, and just fucking be awesome. Keep it classy with a side of fucking sassy. Oh, and one more thing. Your butt looks fucking fantastic today. Keep spreading the fuckery.
Woo! Woo! Your ass looks great in that robe. Your ass looks great in that robe. Yes, spicy F nugget. I love when you guys send us that stuff, but that's our Connie. Our Connie did that. Well, as everyone knows, the weather is coming through. Boy, YouTube's really going to like that clip. I didn't even think about it. You're not supposed to say the F word until like 30 minutes into the show. Looks like I'm going to get a rated R on that one. That's okay, because it was funny. So here is an actual map. It's actually an electoral college map. You guys will understand when you see the letters in there. Can you guys hear me? Jeannie's backstage and she says she can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Okay, Melanie can hear me. Okay. All right, here's an actual map. As you can tell, this is an electoral college map. The reason I knew it is because I saw Oklahoma. It's got 7. We have 7 electoral college votes. So anywhere where you see this child that has, no, I didn't. This is not my artwork, that has marked up everything up, that is your winter weather advisory. Anybody want to screenshot that? Have at it. Because it just looks like we're all effed, okay? Now, I don't know why they didn't color anything in the Northeast because, well, they're really going to get it too. Seems like someone's arm got tired. So this is today in Oklahoma. This is what we have going on. I'm sure there's plenty of things on the shelves. It's just a running joke. When you hear that there's going to be snow. Now, tornadoes, we don't care. Bad rains, thunderstorms, burn bans with, high winds coming through, fire burning through. We're just like, yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. But the S word, ooh, 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 ooh. But the power outages for our friends south of the Red River are going to be bad. That's right. North Texas is going to get a lot of ice. And our friend Melanie already said she's just north of the Red River. She already said that they have a generator. Jules, was at the Walmart yesterday, which I still stand by this. Walmart and the DMV are one of the 7 layers of hell. And she said the shelves are empty at her Walmart. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need my bread. I need my milk. I need my TP. Let's take a second and tell everybody good morning. Two Boston moms says, remember 2021? Oh, yeah. Texas was without power for a month. That's when our friend Tiffany Crockett, it was at flash freeze, and she was coming around a turn. That wonderful infrastructure they have there in the Big D. She got hit by a dark bus. She was in the hospital for a month. For a month. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we have Jeannie backstage. I don't know where she's at, so let me message her real quick. She's probably tired of me piping off at the mouth. I got my groceries coming right now. My shopper's at the store. Good morning, Jeannie. Everybody, round of applause for Jeannie True Crime. Love your Facebook page.
Morning, Brooks.
How is it going? Now, you're no stranger to cold weather, are you?
Oh, no. It was like minus 18 here this morning. Oh, it's so cold.
Now, how much snow are you anticipating?
None, I hope. But we did get a little bit of snow here this morning. A couple of inches, not a lot. But it's been so cold. But that's normal. I mean, for this time of year, January and February are mostly the coldest of the months.
Oh, I could imagine. I could imagine. Annie said, I'm doing my online food shop right now while listening. Did mine first thing this morning, and it's on the way now. Can we all get out our tiny violins for True Crime Beat? She said it's finally warming up from Florida. Thank you, True Crime Beat. No frost on the oranges. No frost on the palm trees. How are the beaches looking, True Crime Beat? Connie was saying yesterday that it was 67 degrees. V. Oakley said it's 70 there. Can we all get out our tiny violin? Because I don't want True Crime Beat to get arthritis. Okay? I don't want her to hypothermiate or anything. Oh my gosh. I love my state. I love my state. Well, you and V and Connie, y'all bundle up because we're all pulling for you, okay? We're really praying for you. You praying for him, Jeannie?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And when it dips down to 55, she's like, it's so cold I can't even run a marathon. And I'm like, what? Like 55 degrees, Pat's outside sunbathing.
Yeah.
You must be kidding me. All right, let's get into it. Two Boston moms can't hear me. Is anyone else having trouble with the sound?
Well, I couldn't hear you earlier when you were doing the introduction. I couldn't hear nothing.
Okay, Boston may just have to get out and come back in.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So let's get to it. We're going to talk about Malaya today. As we know, there was 3 people present on the property. Junkyard Janie, Dumpster Dan, and Malaya. I call her Malazy because this chick doesn't want to work and she bounces from boyfriend to boyfriend. Okay? And 3 adults that claim to have laid eyes on both Jack and Lily. 3 adults that claim to have heard them outside, and 3 adults that have no idea where they could have gone. Does that make sense to you, Jeannie?
Not at all. None of this makes any sense. 2 kids disappear, never found. It's been what, 8 months? 9 months? How's that happen?
We're coming up on 9 months.
Yeah.
February 2nd will be 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Pickle Me Elmo. I've missed you. Where you been? Amalou says, sounds like the Wells all over again. Well, there you go. Summer goes poof, and you've got 2 adults and 3 big boys at home, and nobody can tell you where she went. I don't think the boys ever saw her that day, but that's for another day. All right, last week I did a short video just to talk about the article that came out from Globe and Mail. Now, I went through another article from Globe and Mail, and I think this came out in July of 2025, that disclosed that Malaya had plans to move in September of 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we fast forward to May of 2025, and things are extra heated now. Now, she confided in Daniel's brother, Justin, saying that she was about to bounce. And I'm pretty sure she talked to Janie as well. And I don't think Daniel is that clueless as to not know his partner, as they call each other, wasn't happy with the Shangri-La that he set her up in.
Nope.
Well,
no, I don't believe he was at all.
No. Well, every time they release new documents, sometimes we're like, figured, I already knew that, or we're a little shocked. I'm shocked that Malaya early on in the investigation confided into the RCMP that Daniel was abusive. Were you surprised they released that, Jeannie?
No. I wasn't surprised. I mean, it's been talked about for months.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, no.
Well, let's get to the court documents. And then people still have questions like, how does a mother with 2 missing children bolt with her 3rd child, never look back and not participate in the search to find her children? Some would say it's because she's terrified of Daniel and she knows what he did. Others would say because Janie intimidated her, and so she knew not to come back. And at this point, it's only opinion and speculation. What do you think it is, Janie? Not Janie, Jeannie.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, at this point, it's just speculation. I mean, my opinion is that she was terrified of her partner, air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
She was terrified of him. This is why she left. And, I mean, the next day, she just left. So, I mean, you know, you think about it, if she just ups and leaves just like that, then she knows where her kids are. You know, she didn't stick around to find her kids or look for her kids. So she knows where they are. That is my opinion.
And I think your opinion is based on a lot of facts. Because there was no panic. There was no frantic. There was no anxiety. There was more, we just feel sorrow, is what she said. Sorrow. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I would find another word. I'd be flipping the hell out trying to find my kids. But that's just me. So let's talk about the court documents. Of course, I'll be breaking this up throughout the news clip.
Newly released released court documents in the case of missing children Lily and Jack Sullivan provide a closer look at the relationship between their mother and stepfather. The latest details come from lifted redactions CBC and other media outlets have been fighting for in the case. The documents include an affidavit filed by RCMP that explains the investigation to date. Malaya Brooks Murray and her boyfriend Daniel Martel were together for about 3 years before Jack and Lily disappeared on May 2nd. All of them lived in the Lansdowne trailer where the
I don't know what kind of cinematography they're using here, but the trailer actually looks livable right here. The other pictures I've seen look like something that Freddy Krueger wouldn't even live in.
Oh, they cleaned that up really good. Well, I mean, to the best of their ability, they cleaned that up.
Mm-hmm.
After the kids went missing. Since the place is a talk of the internet now, so
Hey, my yard can get a little wily here and there, but nothing like this. Now, I get having toys out there, but both Jack and Lily are way too old for that toy. And I don't really see Meadow out there scooting through the grass with it. I don't know why we have the satellite dish out there. Were they planning on making it into a bird bath? I don't know. Again, I want to know how Daniel gets these women. Daniel, are you listening? Normally Daniel comes in. I just don't know how he gets these women. I know he tells them he's a farmer, but I mean, what you farming?
Daniel hasn't been on social media for months now.
He posted a picture yesterday of him and Meadow.
Oh, okay.
I just happened to see it this morning when I was talking to you.
Oh, nice.
children were last seen. According to the documents, Martel told police they'd been fighting about money. His mother also referenced
that part right there that was in the Globe and Mail that Daniel Martel told the RCMP that him and Malaya had been fighting about money. Well, do you know not how to not have money problems? You work.
Working will do that. That'll help a lot.
That'll help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
One foot in front of the other. This going to the sawmill once a week, but not on the day that Jack and Lily go missing. That in itself is a red flag.
Yeah, and them not being in school that day neither.
Yeah, not to mention the other 40 days of that school year.
Exactly. And that's from September, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just started school in September. And we're talking about September to April or to May. That's a lot of days missed.
That's basically 2 months of school.
Yeah.
4 weeks in a month, 5 days a week. That's 20 days times 2. That's basically 2 months of school left. I mean, that they missed.
They missed. Yeah.
But Malaya says that they have behavioral problems because they're both a little autistic. OMG.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we get to Janie.
about money. His mother also referenced financial difficulties. The new records disclosed that in an RCMP interview, Brooks Murray said Martel would try to block her, hold her down, and once he pushed her. She said he would also take her phone from her when she tried to call her mom, which would sometimes be physical and hurt. Martel provides a different account. He told police their relationship was good and they had ups and downs like any other couple. He said they would yell at each other when they were fighting, but there was no physical violence in their relationship. RCMP Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon confirmed the nature of their relationship at the time of the children's disappearance is part of the investigation.
Are any of the children's family members considered suspects in this case? I wouldn't say anybody's a suspect. Again, we continue to gather information and whatever evidence that we are able to find, and we'll make our decisions based on that. But we are not in a position to really comment on suspects or anything like that at this time.
Okay, so when people argue, and I'm sure you've seen it in some of the Facebook groups, it's wild in some of those. You run great groups. Some of them, it's like Thunderdome.
Oh, it's toxic.
Oh my gosh. They're like, would you all just quit? RCMP already said it's not a criminal investigation. They never said that.
No.
They
And
never said that.
no, and can I ask you a question? What abuser out there actually admits to abusing somebody?
That is never at the tip of their tongue.
It's never. It's not even a thought that crosses their mind. They're not going to admit to abusing their spouse, their friend, or whoever. They're not going to admit to that.
No. And of course, I mean, he came after this interview. That's when I noticed he gave his interview with CBC, and then he went radio silent because it's a bad look. Steltwave said Belinda says she saw a pit bulldog at the crack compound. You know, I heard that as well. And I'm not here to talk bad about what puppy dog everyone has. We had a case we talked about several weeks ago out of Pleasanton, Kansas. A boy was on his bike. He was going to help a neighbor, went to see some friends. He was going to be going to church. There was a lot of miscommunication, you know, and it turned out that these pit bulls attacked him and killed him. Well, the man that is I would say, daddy of the dogs, you know, he's the dog's owner, if you want to call it that. He took him over to Missouri and put him out in a ravine. So when I saw Belinda say that, light bulbs started going off.
Yeah. And there was another case too, Brooks. I think you talked about it on your show about that little girl that was locked in her bedroom with a dog
in Oklahoma City. Yeah, and those people are getting first-degree murder now. The dad get the death penalty.
Good. I mean, you leave I'm not gonna. Okay, I mean, to me, my opinion, pit bulls are vicious. I mean, there's such a controversy over that, and I understand that. But my opinion, I wouldn't leave my child around a pit bull. That's just my.
I wouldn't leave my child alone with any dog that outweighs them. Actually, I wouldn't leave my child alone with a dog, period. I mean, we're talking about babies. Yes. You know, pit bulls, I'm not here to pick on the breed because I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, mine would never do anything. Well, I'm sure your dog wouldn't because you're a responsible owner. You know?
That's the thing. That is exactly right.
You're responsible.
Yeah.
And so when you see aggressiveness in that dog, then you're going to be like, oh, no, not around my grandbaby.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hell, when my daughter-in-law comes over to have, you know, whatever, having dinner or whatever, you know, she's pregnant right now. And so I put OJ in the other room. I'm not like, OJ won't get you sick. All that stuff you read in your little medical books, little doctor daughter-in-law. My cat doesn't carry that.
Yeah.
No. And any breed can be vicious.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
But when I saw that Belinda said that one was wandering around, and I was like, yeah-oh.
Yeah. Red flag number 2.
I'm running out of red flags, baby.
Oh, I got a few more up my sleeve, so.
You're
I wouldn't say anybody's a suspect. Again, we continue to gather information and whatever evidence that we are able to find, and we'll make our decisions based on that. But we are not in a position to really comment on suspects or anything like that at this time.
The case is still being investigated under the Missing Persons Act and has not moved to a criminal investigation. But in new submissions, the Crown noted that while there is currently no reasonable grounds to believe a crime has taken place, it could become criminal.
When they state that there are no reasonable grounds for a criminal offense, what that really says to me is that there's currently not enough evidence to make an arrest for a crime, but a crime is not obviously being ruled out. It's a very important linguistic distinction.
And this guy couldn't make it any plainer. I read it plain as day in Globe and Mail. They never said they have ruled out a crime.
Exactly.
They've never said that. They have said this is a very active investigation. And the man that was on there, he said, a previous article with Globe and Mail, he said, this isn't a case that you can get away with. Every day, he's following up on something.
Yeah.
Every day, he's reworking the case, starting from the beginning. And it gets deeper. I do think it's going to be solved because he said, well, his words were, and I want your opinion on this. He said he has confidence that this will be resolved.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I believe it will be solved.
Did you find it odd that he chose the word resolved?
Resolved. Yes. Yeah, I find he worded that. Oh, he worded that pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great vocabulary for real.
Documents also say RCMP are using technology-based investigative techniques which may provide information to support criminality and help find Lily and Jack. Angela McIver, CBC.
Okay, so that's what came out in the court documents. Guess who's not happy about it? Especially the Globe and Mail article. Daniel. Daniel is mad. Now, before I play this, let me show you. I'll put it on the screen and I'll read it, of course. This is from the Canadian Press. Again, they are investigating. No more bullshit polygraphs or asking Daniel what he ate for dinner or what all that bullshit is he was talking about. It says, as for the police investigation, Daniel said he recently signed a consent form and submitted a blood sample to the RCMP for genetic analysis. He said, I watched investigators check the box for myself, indicating no criminal involvement, he said. So I have no criminal involvement, and that was my very first time seeing that in writing. I don't know what he's talking about. They haven't solved the case. So they're submitting a sample saying that this isn't part of a crime scene. That's what that means in the States. I'm assuming it means the same way there.
Well, yeah, it's possible, yeah. But I mean, this is his first time too giving a sample. So, according to him, it's the first time he's seen that, right? Well, it's the first time he was ever asked to give a sample.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, it's going to be the first time he's seen that, right?
Yeah.
But
now, do you think it's odd that it took 8 months to get a sample from him?
well, I mean, I would take what he says with a grain of salt. I will just say that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as soon as he talks, people run with it, right? So I'll just say that I'm not going to believe every single thing that he says.
No, because he could make it sound like they just asked for it. This could have been when they started investigating the blanket.
Absolutely. And this is that where my mind went to the same thing when he said that. It could have been because of the blanket. They have probably already put that blanket through forensics. to see if there's anything on it. And yeah, it could have been the very beginning when they did that.
Now, I believe everything I read on Facebook. Is it true that the forensics lab is in Toronto, that they're sending his sample to?
Oh, I have no idea where they're sending it. I know the OPP is involved in the case from Ontario.
Okay.
I mean, it could be possible. I mean, that's where they're sending it, but I mean, how anybody knows that is beyond me, unless they work there or, like.
Well, like I said, I go straight to the comments, baby. I go straight to the comments.
Yeah, and they're always true, right?
They're full of genius is what I see. Search warrants and the applications needed to obtain them are supposed to be made public after they have been executed, with some exceptions. The RCMP have argued that certain information must remain private as the police investigation continues. They said despite several extensive ground and air searches, including a search in October using cadaver dogs, few clues have been detected to indicate what happened to Lily and Jack after they left their home in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. All right, here we go. But in July, the Mounties, now what are the Mounties?
The RCMP, Royal Canada Mounted Police.
Oh, okay, the Mounties, okay.
Mhm.
See, that's the reason I need real Canadians. Speaking of, where'd all the real Canadians go that were in here fighting all the time? We had like 500 at once that were fighting about what province was better. Pat was having a field day. I've never seen her time out so many people in one day, except for the day that her phone was in her robe. That was crazy. Jeannie's up here trying to do a show with me, and they're in there fighting about how British Columbia is better than Nova Scotia, or how
Oh, God.
Western Canada is better than Eastern Canada, and something about maritime. And I'm like, I can't keep up. Okay. In July, the Mounties said they were conducting forensic tests on a pink blanket found during a search of a heavily wooded area. At the time, police said family members, well, it's cut off. Family members, what? Family members, had put it in the trash. So I think that now we're at a different level of the investigation, and I think that is the reason that now we're discussing we need samples, because these forensic tests they're not an overnight thing.
Oh, no. No. It takes months for them to get the results back. Months. And that, by the way, that blanket that was found is, Daniel claimed that it wasn't Lily's in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Lily's blanket, but then he changed his mind and said it was.
It was in the window.
Yes, but when they found it, it was in a tree, and the other half was in the garbage. And yeah, they were using it for the window because it was cold or something. I don't know, the draft or something in the window.
You need more than a baby blanket to take care of that draft. Hell, you got a tarp for a roof.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he claimed in the beginning, I mean, if he used it for the window and it's been there for, well, I don't know, just say it's been there for a few weeks, he would recognize it, wouldn't you think?
I would think.
Right away.
Mm-hmm. Hey, now, let's be nice and chat. Everyone's just chatting. If somebody makes a joke and you don't get the joke, it's okay. Zeetwave said they're defending the 51st state. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, God.
And now Detective Tam is upset. It's okay, Tam. It's okay. Okay, so let's get to Dan the Man. Dan the Man. He is defending himself.
Newly unsealed court documents in Lily and Jack Sullivan's missing persons case are raising questions about the relationship between the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, and stepfather Daniel Martel. filed to support search warrant applications for the case. The documents lay out Brooks Murray's and Martel's responses to investigators' questions. When asked if Martel was ever physically abusive in their relationship, Brooks Murray said he would, quote, try to block her, hold her down, and once pushed her. She said he would also take her phone from her when she tried to call her mom, which would sometimes be physical and hurt. Brooks Murray declined Global News' request for comment.
Yeah, she's laying low. A lot of people are speculating that since she is, I'll say under a doctor's care, I'll put it that way. Let's be sensitive about what she's got going on. That she could be spilling the beans as we sit here on Al Gore's internet. Do you think that's possible, Jeannie?
It is. It's very possible. You know, guilt does a lot of things to you, you know. You know, her kids are missing too, you know, a lot of anxiety there, right? Like, yeah, I think it's very possible.
Well, I mean, once I heard that, which I really don't think that channel should have made that public, because as it was, we already hadn't seen her. She hadn't spoken since May. So I didn't really think it was pertinent to say what she has going on. It actually kind of makes it muddies the water. Let me put it that way. RCMP knows where she's at. They know how to get a hold of her.
Oh yeah, they know if they need to talk to her, they know where to go. You know, she has no problem going to the RCMP, you know, talking to them. It's never been a problem.
Brooks Murray declined Global News' request for comment. Have you ever tried to block Malaya, hold her down, or push her?
No, all those allegations are false. And as I said, it was just to paint me in a bad light. That's basically why there's all of those allegations of abuse came out. I never have physically abused Malaya.
Well, she didn't give this interview to the Globe and Mail to paint him in a bad light. So let's get to square one. She spoke to the RCMP investigators. She told them that, and the information was released after a court hearing to the Globe and Mail.
Just recently. So he's been online and, you know, talking and everything. It's not what just came out doesn't make him look like he said, evil or something he said. That's been going on for a long time, since the kids went missing. So, you know, this is not something new. You know,
well, I need to tell Daniel he's not special here. He's not special. People suspect Malaya. People suspect Janie. People suspect him. There's some people that still won't quit talking about Brad. Some people suspect Justin, especially since we know it's rumored that Malaya might have had a little tete-a-tete with Daniel's brother, and she confided in him that she was leaving and was unhappy. There's a lot of suspicion going around, but her sworn statement to the RCMP was not to put him in a bad light.
No, absolutely not.
Pat Kay, Real Canadian, said, I think she was terrified of what she got herself into.
I 100% agree with Pat Kay. 100% agree.
Jean said, he's a talker, like a nervous talker. She said, is my guess. He's a part of the know. Between the three of them, I love what Belinda said on her Facebook the other day. She counts the days how long her grandchildren have been missing.
Yeah.
And she goes right back to the core of it. She goes right back to the center of it. 3 people that had eyes on them May 2nd. 3 people that said they heard them in the trailer and outside. 3 people that then suddenly called 911 because then they had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. Did you see the big gulp that he made after he was asked that question, after he answered it?
know. I must rewind.
Try to block Malaya, hold her down, or push her.
No, all those allegations are false. And as I said, it was just a
See?
payment.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, that's a big spit wad. What you
Mhm.
got in your mouth, Daniel? The hell is going on?
Yes. Yeah.
He said all those allegations are false. All those allegations are false.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Me in a bad light. That's basically why there's all of those allegations of abuse came out. I never physically abused Malaya.
Martel says he approved of these redactions being lifted, adding not much has changed when
He didn't approve. See, that's a lie.
Yes, no, he didn't approve that. If anything, he didn't even want that out there.
No. This is really upsetting me. See, I missed that part when I watched this the first time. He approved of the redactions being let out. He's the one giving the interview saying this was just to put me in a bad light. So he put himself in a bad light?
Yes, and he didn't want he didn't want that out there. He did not want that out there.
This was signed off by I'm going to call it a judge.
A judge, yeah. Yeah.
And the information was given to Globe and Mail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jana said he's not going to admit to abuse.
Exactly.
I still can't believe he said he approved this. Oh, okay. What are you, Judge Judy now all of a sudden, Daniel? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Laserman said Malaya knows exactly where those kids are. In my opinion, silence says everything. I would agree with you.
See the way he says that is like he wants to be in control of the situation. He's trying to make it look like he is the one that's saying, okay, well, we can have this out there, we can have that, like trying to take control of the whole situation.
But the whole situation is to make sure he doesn't look bad. But he's doing a good job on his own.
Isn't he, though?
Mm-hmm. Lori Green. Any mother would get their kids to a safe place. That's my question. She confides in Justin September of 2024. She's unhappy. She's being abused. And she has to get away from Daniel. Okay.
And apparently she did get a U-Haul. She was ready to move. She got the U-Haul and everything, and she just changed her mind.
And also, don't discount Justin's silence. Because if the rumors are correct, he was setting up a crib for him and Malaya and the kids. He just needed time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he's telling her, you keep getting porked by my brother, and I'll let you know when the honey spot is set up for us. But it took a long time, because when I read that in the Globe and Mail, that in September of 2024, she was ready to bounce. And I thought, well, lady, shit or get off the pot.
Yep, she was ready to go.
Go to your dad. Go to your mom. Go to your grandma. I mean, go somewhere.
Yep.
Call Belinda. Belinda would even bring in Meadow.
Oh my God, yes. Belinda would have took her in like in 2 seconds. She wouldn't even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
She would have got in her car and she would have went and picked her, Malaya up and the 3 kids, and she would have been gone with them. Not even a second thought.
Yeah. Ilyanka said, rumor if Justin wanted to be with Malaysia. That's the rumor that keeps sticking. That is for sure. And then you get into sibling rivalry. Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel's like, she's mine. Mm-hmm. Justin confronts him about the way he treats Malaya.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Walks away. Daniel's crying. Justin's obviously upset.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me then Daniel kind of doubles down like, oh, hell no, she's not going to you.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yeah.
Adding not much has changed when it comes to his public reputation.
I've been, trying to keep the public up to date as much as possible. My image hasn't changed at all. It was always Daniel's evil, Daniel's a monster. And with that painted narrative, the public automatically will just jump to the belief of guilt.
He says he provided his DNA to run forensics on Lily's blanket, which was found in the woods by family members on May 2nd.
They didn't need a warrant to have my DNA, so I was willing to do it. I watched them sign on the consent form.
They needed a warrant, but I let them do it. Why did they need a warrant? If he let them do it, they wouldn't have needed a warrant. This is what I mean with control. He's always thinking he needs to be in control.
But he's always changing everything. Oh, I gave them the consent to release all that. No, you're not the judge, dude. You're not the one that filed the court papers. Globe and Mail did. I read the whole damn thing.
Exactly. But he's got to be in control of the whole situation. This is the way he is.
Curious to know how many other people they asked, politely, of course, to get their DNA from.
Well, I'm sure they asked Malaya. I mean, I could only be speculating there, but I'm, anybody that's close to the kids, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Without a warrant.
They didn't need a warrant.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I mean without a warrant. If you agree to, giving your sample to the police, you don't need a warrant. They don't need a warrant to do that.
Daniel didn't take 8th grade civics. That became heir apparent at the real quick in this case.
To have my DNA, so I was willing to do it. I watched them sign on the consent form. No criminal involvement in the case of Lily and Jack. So it was nice to see that, that box checked for no criminal involvement. I signed my name on the consent sheet.
The disappearance of the Sullivan sibling.
He won't get off of that. That's how, at least here, I can't speak for Canada. That's how they label the sample. Okay.
Yes.
And did it come from a crime scene or not? Or is this for, forensic testing? But he's making something up that there's a checkbox that says he has no criminal involvement.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it worded that way.
I don't see it worded that way neither. I don't even believe it even happens. But that's my opinion. Like I said, I take what Daniel says with a grain of salt because I don't believe a lot of the things that he's been saying.
Well, after they got his blood sample, wouldn't he just be on the way back home? Why did he stick around waiting for them to do the paperwork? He's involved in the entire process. I mean, you heard the whole thing about him and the dogs and how he got to pet the dogs and everything. And I'm like, impossible.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Every single thing is he's got to be front and center and he's got to be in control.
And I signed my name on the consent sheet.
The disappearance of the Sullivan siblings is still being treated as a missing persons investigation, despite the involvement of major crimes.
But when they do have a suspect and they dive into investigating that suspect or group of individuals, then it will pivot to a criminal investigation at that point.
Ella MacDonald, Global News, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia.
It'll pivot into a criminal investigation. Listen, all hands are on deck.
I like how he thinks he knows how the police do their work, how they investigate, and I like how he thinks he knows how they do it. Well,
I mean, he gets to pet the dogs. I mean, he acts like he's got He's been deputized or something. He
Oh,
gave
yes.
him permission to release redacted forms. No, he doesn't even know what's in those forms. You know why? He has no access to them. He didn't
That's
take them. He didn't take the statement.
that's exactly right. Nobody has access to them. Unless you like they take like go to court, the news go to court and ask, to get them.
Granny said, Brooks, I honestly think they sold the kids for money. Well, it would add up considering both of them have made it clear that there was a lot of money problems. Now, I can't imagine not having a house payment, being given a car, access to your grandma's funds, and you have money problems. I really can't.
No. And I mean, her grandmother helped her a lot. Bought her a car, gave her money.
It's just so strange to me in these cases when Child Protective Services gets involved, children go missing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've seen it in so many cases.
Yep.
Sarah said, because math is expensive. Yeah, quit mathing around, Daniel. You wouldn't be in this. All right, well, there was a time when Malaya actually had a lot to say. She has her own YouTube channel. She talked about all the stuff going on in her home, the last day of summer. She was a very talkative, rambunctious young lady.
Hi guys. So the camera's a little shaky. Today is the last day of summer, and it's kind of depressing, but I'm keeping positive about it. One of my friends are going to my school now, and I'm pretty bummed. And I have some people coming over, Nate, and they're just coming over to hang, Nate, Mike, and well, yeah. They're coming from Sheet Harbor, and they're gonna just come and chill with me.
Where's Sheet Harbor?
In Nova Scotia, but I couldn't hear that video. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, she's got the music turned up loud.
Oh, okay.
Let me do the closed caption. Let me try it again.
Hi guys. So, oh sorry, the camera's a little shaky. I'm using my phone. Today is the last day of summer, and it's kind of depressing, but I'm keeping positive about it. One of my friends are going to my school now, and I'm pretty bummed. And I have some people coming over, Nate, and they're just coming over to hang, Nate, Mike, and well, yeah. They're coming from Sheet Harbor, and they're gonna just come and chill with me until whenever, I guess. So, anyways, back to the whole school thing. Oh yeah, boring. Anyways, so yeah, today's the last day of summer, and I'm spending it positively, even though summer went by pretty quick. Very quick. It was not fun. I do believe that summer should be longer, but they're saying that they want summer shorter, so yep. So I'm just gonna chillax for today. I got a to-do list. It might be a little backwards for you guys, but I'll read it to you. But this is my to-do list. Yeah, it's definitely backwards. My to-do list is to clean and organize my room, wash backpack. His memory is in the backpack from last year, and I just decided to wash it up to give it a little rigor.
So she's saying that they want summer to be shorter. I don't think you can make a season shorter, but anyway, I'm sure. I mean, summer flies by for everybody, unless you're tired of the grueling ass heat like we get here. But it, not that it has anything to do with anything, but when she mentioned her backpack, it kind of made my heart drop a little bit.
Oh, because of Lily.
Yeah.
Lily and her backpack
Mm-hmm.
that was taken from the house.
Yeah. And it's the backpack. Lily has 2 backpacks, one for school and one for overnight. And that's
Yes.
the one she was told to take.
Yes. Yes.
Wash clothes and then fix nails, because my nails, they got slopped, because last night I did my nails and I wasn't myself. But yeah, see, yeah. So that's my video for today. Oh, by the way, in my last video, I had blonde hair. Now I have purple and blue hair. So I got some extensions. They're brighter than my actual hair color, because trying to bleach my hair was living hell. Because I had dyed my hair black, and don't bleach your hair when you have it dyed black. Don't do it. It's not fun.
No, it turns pink. No, if you have a black rinse on your hair and then you try to bleach it, whew, you don't even know what color it's going to turn out. Hold on, is Wanda in here? You all, I'll be right back to the show because we have a very important birthday girl in here. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Hard stop. Everybody, sing happy birthday to our girl, Wanda Green. Happy birthday, Wanda. Happy birthday. What are you going to do for your birthday? You going to party it up? You going to go get you a big old juicy steak? You going to go see a concert? Or are you all buckling down for the weather?
Don't bleach your hair when you have it dyed black. Don't do it. It's not fun. You get so mad. I spent almost $300 just for my hair to turn it the color it is, and it is not the color I wanted still. I wanted it to be more at this top, like lighter than that, so that it would match my extensions. So I have to keep my hair braided until the color fades and I put more color in it and do more bleaching, but that won't be until like, say 2 weeks. And I've got to get the money for it, because there goes another almost $50 of my money, because, well, I guess not 50, but around 20. Maybe I should just get the big tubs of like bleach and stuff so I don't have to worry about money. Even though.
So money problems even before, and obviously at this time she had a job. She had a job. She spent $300 on her head. Okay. Then she said she wants to get like a big tub of bleach so she can do her hair. She has extensions, and she said her money. Now, you can see a big difference in this Malaya and the Malaya that gave an impromptu whatever interview after Jack and Lily went missing when she had on the Hello Kitty shirt.
Oh, yes, definitely, yeah.
They're more expensive. I need a job. I definitely need a job, but thank you for watching this video.
Well, I assume she had a job, so I don't know where she got the $300. Teach me your ways, girl.
And my little rant about hair and rant about going back to school and just nothing really, nothing, just new things in my life. Yeah. Bye. Hi.
She changed big time. Big time. You know what I mean? Big time. This is the beginning of summer.
Hi guys, I'm just doing a quick video about Leah Monster Bunny. I know it's kind of big right now, but she quit her YouTube and basically everything, and I was bawling my eyes out because of it, because I was one of her regular fans that always watched her, and every time she put something on, I'd be really happy. Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to make a quick video. Also, my hair is turning blonde and process of dyeing it.
Night and day. Night and day. V. Oakley said one day she is going to look back at all of these. And if you see the songs, she was depressed way before. Jeannie's having trouble hearing me. All right, let's get to an article that came out. I do not know the legitimacy of this news station. There she is. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. It's so weird. I couldn't hear you talk. Sorry.
That's probably a good thing. Okay. I don't know of anybody that ever calls me going, I just wanted to hear your voice, Brooks.
Oh, you know I love you.
It's just music to my ears. Please talk to me. Okay, so I was talking to Jeannie this morning. This is from News 24. It says sources with knowledge of the investigation confirm that the RCMP are preparing to make an arrest in the disappearance of Lily and Jack, the two children that were reported missing in May of 2025 in Nova Scotia. According to multiple sources, investigators have identified a 34-year-old local construction worker, Darren Geddes. First off, Durwood, Darren, is not 34. If he's 34, I'm Cindy Crawford. So right there is I'm going to say a typo, okay? But they're saying from their sources that Darren Geddes is the key person of interest. Now, we know that Darren Geddes has lied over and over and over and over. He claimed to not even know Daniel. Well, that's impossible because Daniel and Darren's son, they're besties. You know more, Jeannie.
Yeah, they grew up together. They went to school together. They're best friends. How could he not know him?
Yeah, they're best friends.
There's another red flag.
And he's the one that came out hot and said, oh no, Malaya, she took the kids to the reservation. That's where they're at. Everybody knows. So look no further. That's where they're at. Don't worry about it. We're like, what? So you're telling me the RCMP can't go to the reservation and look for two missing children? I think not.
Impossible. Impossible.
And he's been on that for a long time, but he changes his story all the time. Him not knowing Daniel is impossible, and I'm going to tell you why from this article. Well, it's impossible anyway, because again, Darren Geddes' son is BFF with Daniel. So they're saying Darren is a key person of interest. Geddes lives approximately 15 kilometers from the Sullivan family property. It's not the Sullivan family property. They're talking about Jack and Lily in Pictou County, and has until now remained largely absent from the public reporting on the case. Well, he's been on YouTube, he's been on Facebook. I don't think he's given any official interview to anyone, though.
Oh no, he's been everywhere on social media.
Yeah, he's all over social media. Yeah. But he went radio silent not too long ago, around the same time Daniel did. Did you find that odd, Jeannie?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's back out talking again, and he completely did a 180 is what he did. So anything that he said in the beginning was all a lie, and now he's saying something different.
Mm-hmm.
And people are supposed to believe him or run with what he's saying? Like, I don't get that.
He's a freaking trip, but he's also, they say, a person of interest. Lips, is Darren's son named Darren too? No. What's his son's name?
Jordan.
It was right there. It was right there, Jeannie. Thank God for you. Jordan and Daniel are great friends.
Oh, they went to school together. They're best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But his dad has never, doesn't know him, from hole in the ground. But whatever.
Everybody in that county knows everybody. Kent Corbett told me that.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know them, you've at least heard of them. Somebody went to school with somebody goes to church with somebody this, somebody that, somebody snow plows for somebody knows somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, sources indicate the phone records, hold on, investigators are said to have spent months analyzing cell tower data, conducting covert surveillance, and recovering deleted digital information. Ooh, I don't like a dirty deleter. That data allegedly places Geddes in a remote wooded area during the early morning hours of May 2nd, 2025, a location and time window now central to the investigation. Sources also indicate that the phone records show multiple calls between Geddes and Daniel Martel, the partner of the children's mother, on the night of May 1st, and again shortly after 5 a.m. the following morning. Investigators believe these calls coincided with the movement of both phones towards the same wooded terrain. During a quiet court-authorized search conducted several weeks ago, police reportedly recovered a shovel from Geddes' vehicle. The tool was described as containing soil consistent with the composition of the forested search area. A pair of work gloves was also seized and sent for forensic analysis. Preliminary testing is said to have detected human DNA, with further laboratory confirmation pending. This is breaking my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's legit or not. Like that website, I have no idea.
And I don't know who sources are. I can just say it wouldn't surprise me.
No, it would not surprise me neither.
So they say, in addition to physical and digital evidence, a witness has recently come forward. The individual reported seeing two men, two vehicles, and digging activity in the wooded area during the early morning hours of May 2nd. They could have been digging. They could have been doing all kinds of things. But I don't believe Jack and Lily have anything to do with the digging. They could have been hiding anything. Okay?
Oh, yes. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Police are currently assessing and corroborating that account of that witness. Law enforcement sources state that an arrest warrant has been approved by a judge and that an official announcement is expected soon. No formal charges have been filed, and all individuals mentioned remain presumed innocent unless and until proven otherwise in court. Authorities have not released a public statement, but investigators believe the forthcoming arrest may be critical in narrowing the search area and determining what happened to the children. Further updates are expected following an official RCMP press conference. Whoa.
When was that? When did that come out, Brooks? Do you know?
This morning.
Does it say when it came out?
This was printed this morning, and I sent it to Globe and Mail, and they're following up on it.
Oh my God, I can't hear you again. I can't hear you.
Jenny can't hear me. Jenny can't hear me. I can't handle it. Jenny loves the sound of my voice. Okay, but it's been sent to RCMP and Globe and Mail, so they're going to follow up on this. So let's get to Geddes, Durwood, all the different names he's called.
Scotia may well recognize him and may be familiar with the audios scattered around YouTube and TikTok platforms, the phone calls recorded, the interviews. He is a cousin to Malaya Brooks Murray's mother, Brooks Murray being the mother of the two missing children. Geddes is...
Now I'm going to go ahead and say him spouting off all the time and making up crazy stories might have a little bit to do with his alcohol consumption. Okay? I'm not going to say that he's an alcoholic. I'm not going to say he's a drunk. I'm not going to say I'm not a doctor. Okay? I can't say that someone has a disease. But, I mean, we can tell with some of the things that he puts out there that sometimes he's a little thick-tongued. Okay?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know him personally, so I would know. You know what I mean?
We've heard some crazy shit from him, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
his bold statements claiming he knows the children are alive and safe. Never until now has he even hinted at who may have them or who transported them. Yourself, like me, and the dozens who failed to live stream on this channel, Hidden in the Fog recently, have heard this clip many times. But not until now had what Geddes actually said been heard or picked up on. What was meant to be a straightforward account of events suddenly takes a turn, revealing a slip. A single word that could unravel the entire narrative. As hundreds listen, the details of Darren's story hang in the balance, and the truth lies hidden within the shadows of his words. Truly.
Laserman said that page is full of shit. Do you think Geddes is behind it? Because we all know he loves to stir the shit but doesn't lick the spoon.
I mean, it could very well be full of, crap. But,
Right? We're just here for the updates. That's it.
Well, yeah.
I don't work for the RCMP. Do you, Jeannie?
No, I don't.
I don't think Pat does. Lolo doesn't.
I know a lot of people don't, but they think they do.
Woo! I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
The truth lies hidden within the shadows of his words. Truly, maybe the fog is beginning to clear.
I know that Malaya took the kids to the side of the road, and I know she transferred the kids into a vehicle, and this was early in the morning. And I know the vehicle took the kids out of there. The two kids. I believe Malaya's intention then, Daniel was asleep, and I believe Malaya's intention then was to go in and get the baby, take the baby, and then take off too. Malaya wanted out of there. Wanted out of there for at least a few weeks before the disappearance. She made a mistake doing it that way, but you've got to know Malaya, mild-mannered person. There's no aggression in Malaya. I know that Malaya took the kids to the side of the road, and I know she transferred the kids into a vehicle. I know that Malaya took the kids.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it. Vehicle is very vague. Car is very vague. Truck is very vague. Can you at least tell us what kind of vehicle?
Well, not only that, but I mean, he's coming out and saying this, okay? But have the police investigated on what he's saying? Has he gone to the police and let them know? Because obviously, if the police had already investigated what he is saying and they came up with nothing to prove that, then it cannot be true.
It can't be true. I mean, trust me, by now the police know what he's been saying.
Oh, yes.
And I do believe that there was communication between Geddes and Daniel. I believe that there was a lot of communication between Daniel and Jordan. I believe there's a lot of hurt feelings. I believe there's a lot of resentment. I believe there was a lot of money problems. I believe there was abuse going on. It could be Malaya on Daniel and Daniel on Malaya. It goes both ways.
Yep. Yep.
But you have to look at who's defending who. When they're not defending the kids and they're only defending one person, then you know where their loyalties lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have my theory on what probably happened or what could have happened.
And your theory makes the most sense.
I mean, what's the status of, because I mean, we see it every day, Brooks, you and I, when a partner is being abused and the partner wants to leave and they make the unfortunate mistake in telling their partner that they're leaving, which is one thing you should never, ever, ever do when you plan on leaving an abusive relationship. So I believe she made the mistake and told him that she was leaving. And things got ugly from there.
So I believe Daniel when he said they had a very heated argument on that Thursday night and it was over money. Now, I don't know why they would be having money problems because didn't they just see Patty on Thursday night and get money from her?
Yes. Yes, they did. They absolutely took her card and went to town with her card. I don't believe, I mean, yeah, they had money problems. There's no question about that. But I don't believe that's what the argument was about Thursday nights. That I don't believe.
No.
It could have been a mix of both.
It could have been, well, of course, money's going to make anyone irritated. But, you know, like I said, a JOB actually takes care of that. And there's no reason for both of them not to be working.
No.
There is no reason for it. I mean, hell, Janie don't have dick all to do. You're telling me that she can't put the kids on the school bus and get them off the school bus and take care of her own granddaughter? Those two go to work?
Yes.
No.
That's right. That's right.
But no, you're exactly right. Things become very dangerous when a woman says, I'm leaving. Here's an example. Too many examples. Durwood's in here. He said, how do human beings become so totally ridiculous, spread such total garbage as these two total idiots? Are you talking about me and Jeannie? We're just reading an article. that's all over the place. And you have every right to come up and defend yourself. I will put this right here because some total idiots will say that you're the one that gave him the information. Some will say Daniel did. And you're the one that's been going around saying that the kids are on the reservation and that they were put into a vehicle. What color is the vehicle? What color was the vehicle, Durwood? What color was it? Have you talked to the RCMP about the vehicle? I'm only going off of what you say. I don't care about that article. I'm going off what you say because you seem to have firsthand knowledge. Shenanigans, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. But you're welcome to come up. You are more than welcome to come up. All are welcome.
He seems to know exactly what happened to the kids.
Mhm.
Like, how does one know exactly what happened to the kids, but yet nobody can find the kids? They haven't been found.
Mhm. And I knew that article would bring him out of the bushes. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Even though a few people are trying to make me look like a sack full of assholes in here, I knew it. You and I talked about it this morning. I said,
We did.
I said, watch who shows up when I read that article.
Yeah.
And ta-da! He's here.
Yep.
Come on down.
Yeah.
To the
We
side
had
of the
talked
road.
about it.
And I know he transferred the kids into a vehicle.
He
This
transferred.
was early in the morning. And I
For those familiar with Getty's accounts, he's very careful in identifying even a he or a she. And he clearly has stated that this was a he. There's even a pause as though he realizes his error. But then he carries on, trying seamlessly to ensure that, or hope maybe, that it went unnoticed. And it did, in fact, until now. Whether or not you believe what Getty says,
Thank you, Jana. Important things. What kind of vehicle? What kind of vehicle? No one gives a rat's ass about a Facebook post. What kind of vehicle? That's important. Laserman. Daniel worked 1 day a week plus got max on something. Malaya had money issues, hence Patty always giving her money. Yeah. See, those are important things. I told you, here he is. Did someone say Beetlejuice? He said, LOL, I can't be bothered even listening or communicating with such trash anymore. Take shenanigans with you. Ask yourself to try to be better people. Now I'm gratefully able to ignore you. You're here. You're in my living room, big boy.
He's the one that's been talking to everybody on social media and trying to get his story out there. Well, then where's the kids then, Darren? Where are they?
Come on. Come on. He's not talking to trash. He's not talking no more trash.
Oh, well.
Oh, my man. There goes my day. Fuck me.
I know.
I thought we had a damn love connection going. Damn it, Gettys, and Valentine's Day is coming up. How dare you do that to me?
I know. I'm broken
Sure.
today, too. I'm so broken.
Shit, man.
that, or hope maybe, that it went unnoticed. And it did, in fact, until now. Whether or not you believe what Getty says, or how much, validity you give to his words, his account, what is of
I hang on every word that Getty says. Every word. Come to mama. Come on. I know you're still there. I knew that Facebook post would bring you out. Come on. Let's talk. Because I know you know more.
interest here is that there's clearly someone he has in mind that he is talking about, because Geddes has referred to this person as a he. To my knowledge, Geddes has always maintained that the children are alive somewhere. He has said that it's likely they're not even in Nova Scotia anymore, but has indicated that the children are with the mother's side of the family somewhere.
You know, I can't speak for Canada, but I have a real Canadian on here, my friend Jeannie. In America, when you say something like that, you could catch a charge called obstruction of justice.
Yeah, we have about the same thing here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Or a person of interest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they better not touch my man.
So
They
two
better-
questions should be asked. What vehicle and who's the guy?
Mm-hmm. Who was the guy and what vehicle? What vehicle? Tell you what, every case there's a Jody Sue Brown. So now I'm going to start calling him Durwood Brown. Durwood Sue Brown. But I believe you, buddy. Don't think I'm not on your side. I believe everything you say. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
Anyway, there you have it. That is quite the revelation that has, in fact, gone unnoticed until now. And it may be a very significant and very important observation. Lily and Jack Sullivan, 6 years old and 4 years old, were reported missing from their home in Pictou County, Nova Scotia on May the 2nd. Search and Rescue did an astounding search for 6-7 days. The RCMP brought in helicopters, there were drones, there were scent dogs. There was no expense spared in the search for these children. And
Oh, Lori. She said Durwood Sue Brown changes his scenarios more than his underwear. Yeah. The thing is, like I said, I stand by my man. I believe everything Durwood says. Don't you, Jeannie?
Oh, yes.
100%. 100%. No. Janice says maybe he has short-term memory. Yes. Shenanigans just has some eyes out. Sweet as sugar, said Detroit and Daniel sound as if they are in this together. Ooh. Getting itchy over here. Goodness.
So if he would have brought all that information to the police, you know, the make and the model of the vehicle, who the guy was, then wouldn't we not have an arrest already, and would we not know where the kids are already? You know, it's only common sense.
That's only for Durwood Sue Brown to answer. That's only for him. But he's busy. The last time he was in here mad at me, he had to go get groceries. And I said, well, we're talking about your niece and nephew here. Or, your cousins.
Cousins, yeah.
Then what's more important, your victuals or helping them?
Yeah.
expense spared in the search for these children, and little to no evidence was ever recovered. The narrative by the parents were that the children slipped out a sliding glass door in the back and wandered into the surrounding woods of the property. There has been no evidence that that has occurred, but RCMP, in fact, ruled out abduction extremely early on in the investigation, and therefore no
abduction, no wandering off. This is a missing child's investigation. Call it what you will. No abduction, boyfriend. No wandering off.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves one thing. And this whole thing was invented by the card unit of the FBI when it comes to a child. If they were not abducted and they did not run away or wander off, it leaves foul play. So who is foul?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They found absolutely no evidence whatsoever in the woods of Jack and Lily's boots, her backpack, his diaper. They found absolutely no evidence whatsoever to say that these kids are in the woods.
Nothing. And early on, no abduction. But Durwood Sue Brown knows. Durwood knows. And he says that they were put into a vehicle by Malaya. And you just have to know Malaya because she's just real laid back and just kind of lets everything go. No. Durwood Sue Brown is deflecting for somebody. So is it Daniel or is it your son?
Exactly.
Because you guys are both very loyal to Daniel. And don't tell me you're not. My feelings are already real hurt here, Durwood Sue Brown.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's the one that came out with all of this. You know, we're just talking about what he's coming out with. You know, this is all we're doing. It's a discussion. We're talking.
I don't know what to do. And now he's going to be angry at me for days. You know, he's not going to sext with me anymore. I can forget about Valentine's Day. You know, and my husband knows about the crush. He's okay with it. He's just like, yeah, he seems like a cool guy to me too. No more pictures of him in his Speedo snow plowing. Nothing. You know, nothing of him, you know, naked with nothing but a tool belt on the back of a moose. I get nothing now.
Oh, God.
You know? Here I am just trying to take up for him. That's it.
Well, yeah, we're just discussing what he has been saying. I mean,
and it ruins my Valentine's season. What the hell, Durwood? And I know you're still in here. Damn it. That's what I get. You know, no good deed goes unpunished, Jeannie.
No, that's right.
Nothing.
Amber Alert was issued, although they did issue a number of vulnerable person alerts throughout the weekend. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Lily and Jack, or if you have a tip, or even if you've heard anything.
Durwood has a tip. I haven't seen it up close and personal. I just have a picture of it. You know? Look at that. Just me trying to get in my Kool-Aid. She said he can still message me. Wink, wink. Well, you know, last time he ghosted me because he said he had to get groceries. And today he bum rushes the chat, which we knew he would do, Jeannie. You're just way too predictable, Durwood. Daphne wants a 2026 calendar. Durwood, you don't even understand what you're missing out on here. These chicks are thirsty for some Durwood Sue Brown. And look at you. Shenanigans says you only like the tip. You need to come right back in here and talk to these thirsty ladies. You're letting everybody down, Durwood. I know Jeannie's upset.
Oh, I'm broken. I don't even know how I'm going to get over this.
I don't even know how we're going to show our faces again after this.
I'll have to hide for a couple of weeks for sure.
I mean, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
This is horrible. All right, so this is what I'm coming down to right now. First off, what is your theory, Jeannie? And remember, it's only a theory, only an opinion. If you don't want to share it, don't.
Well, it's only an opinion. It's only a theory. And what I believe happened was that they had gotten in a huge argument on Thursday night. Malaya had planned on leaving. And she had planned this because she did go to her grandmother's the day before to do laundry, but she left her clothes there. So this has been planned for a while with Malaya.
Uh-huh.
I can't blame her if she was being abused and she wanted out and she couldn't live this way anymore. I totally understand where she's coming from. I believe that they got in a big, huge fight Thursday night. She was leaving. She told him she was leaving. She was done. I believe that he lost it and something horrible, horrible happened inside that trailer with the kids. And she's seen it. She knew about it. She knows about it. But she is too terrified because she doesn't want the same thing to happen to her as to what happened to the kids. And no matter whether they're together or not, it doesn't matter. I believe that she's too scared of something happening to herself. And I mean, it happens way too often with step parents, a stepfather, a stepmother. They hurt the one that they're supposed to love the most by going after the kids. I mean, it's happened many times before.
And that is a proven fact. We know something was going on in that house. We know that there's drug use. We know they missed 41 days of school. We know for whatever reason, these children suffered black eyes.
Yes.
And the question is, why did Malaya not do something about it before instead of, well, what we're dealing with now?
Well, I believe she was terrified. I believe she was scared to death. I mean, there's a lot of parents out there, and not to mention the parents that are out there right now, they're in jail because they did not help their own child that was being abused by a significant other that has no biology whatsoever in that child's life. And I believe she was terrified.
It is way more common than not. I hate to say it. Even Durwood Sue Brown would agree with me. We have a case in Texas. You and I did a show about it. I talked about a case on Monday where even a grandmother is in jail now for complicity to abuse.
Exactly. Exactly.
And there's zero excuses, but I get the theory. I get it.
I mean, when you see somebody, abusing your child, and then you're terrified that abuse is going to happen, same thing is going to happen to you, you're stuck in this place. But then on the other hand, you were there to protect your child. This is what you were supposed to do.
Exactly what you're supposed to do. Exactly what you're supposed to do. And she had a decision to make, and she didn't make the right one. Now I'm going to get to my theory. I think she didn't make the right one because she's one of those women that always has to have a man. Again, no one is excusing any behavior around here. No one, because there's 2 babies that are missing. I do believe what I have heard about the love triangle between his brother, Justin, Daniel, and her. She confided in Justin about everything. And I think when push came to shove, she got hit where it hurt.
Yeah.
Anything could be possible, but only the RCMP can solve it. But I do think Durwood Sue Brown knows a little bit more than what he's saying.
He either knows a little bit more than what he's saying, or he's just an attention seeker that wants attention.
Attention. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Belinda, everyone's favorite grandma, said, don't forget, they are each other's alibi, scripted from the beginning, in my opinion. Not only that, Janie makes sure to be Daniel's alibi.
yeah, and Belinda is 100% right, because in the very beginning, when they both made their TV interviews, they went by the exact same thing. It was like it was coached or it was script.
Yeah.
That they were going to say what they're going to say to the police and to the news. That they're going to stick to this story and that's it. In the beginning.
In the beginning, but it's all fallen apart. Everybody gives some internet hugs to Belinda because she's fighting this battle on her own.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
She's fighting this battle on her own, and for whatever reason, she's taking bullets for no reason, and I don't like it. I go back to Belinda's post the other day. 3 adults had eyes on the children, heard the children, but have no idea what happened.
Exactly. And she's 100% right. Mm-hmm. And I believe what she's doing, she needs to continue doing it.
Well, she's rattling the right cages. She certainly is. Yeah. And if people don't like her methods, piss on you. It's not your life.
That's right.
And Durwood Sue Brown needs to stay out of the way because his lies are getting this nowhere.
Exactly. Exactly. And the worst thing is, while he's running with these lies, nobody is talking about Jack and Lily. This is the problem here. Everybody is running with all of these lies, and Jack and Lily are at the very bottom where they should not be. They should be front and center. This is what everybody should be talking about, is Jack and Lily, and Jack and Lily only.
And we are, but I'm still going to send love to Belinda on every show because I see the pain in her face. Yeah. You're about to be a grandma. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm about to be a grandma in a few days. And when I see her face, I see it. I see it.
I can't even imagine what Belinda is going through. I can't even imagine.
And there's been other people that held each other's alibis and it falls apart.
Yeah.
Many times. Look at the case we talked about AJ this morning in Illinois. Fell right apart. Gabriel Fernandez fell apart. Still working on Summer Wells, still working on Oakley Carlson, Harmon Montgomery. The alibi was between Adam and Kayla. Fell apart. This is going to fall apart.
It is going to fall apart. Eventually, it will fall apart.
And you can't depend on any of them. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's going to come down to geofencing and forensics.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm praying that someone will break.
Yep.
And say what happened.
Well, I kept thinking that Malaysia would, her being under a doctor's care, but it seems like they're just going to keep sticking to the silent treatment. But I mean, Daniel can't wait to get in front of the camera, and it always comes down to him. Poor me, poor me, poor me. This was meant to paint me in a bad picture, but I'm the one that gave the permission to put it out. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah. I'm the one that's having all the control here. You know, yep. It's me. It's me. I consented. I did this. I did that. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you see Belinda when she talks to people going, oh, this is how this is affecting me? No, she's there for her grandchildren.
And that's it. That's all she talks about is her grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. And the worst thing is not knowing where your babies are. That is the worst.
Somebody knows, and it lies on that property. All right, you guys, this has been a great show. Thank you for coming in and giving big hugs to Belinda. We love you, Belinda. Durwood, call me. Call me, buddy. We got things to talk about. Jeannie, thank you for being an amazing co-host today. You are an encyclopedia of knowledge on this case, and you have put a lot into keeping these babies' faces out there.
Thank you, Brooks. Thanks for having me on.
And we have a show today at noon. I'm going to talk about that fat bastard rapist out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Woo! I'm on a roll today. You guys are the absolute best. I will see you back here in about an hour and a half. We're out, Jeannie.
Bye.